Hey gang, I'm Mr. Phil. We're in the workshop and you are watching Rat Chat episode 14. Now I'm back to the Canon. I really like using the GoPro for different things, and spending my time last week playing with it was awesome. But now I think for the main view for Rat Chat, I like the Canon better, and I'll tell you why. The main reasons why I'm back using the Canon for my main camera are because it's easier to control exposure. I can see my little flip out screen there and I can get an idea of where I'm sitting and where I'm framed, and I can see what I'm showing you guys. What have I been doing since last week's really late upload of ep14? Well, I have been very busy here in the workshop. I had a lot of hair to do, I had a lot of videos to create and a lot of photos to take, and that's what's been keeping me busy over the past few days since Rat Chat ep13 premiered. And a lot of people have commented on last week's mug review, and out of just sheer desperation for coffee, I brought back the glazed donut hole coffee mug today. And Beck and I were hanging out here this afternoon talking, and we needed some coffee. This is the first one I grabbed. Mind you, it's still awful to drink out of, it's still awful to hold, and when I put it down on the stand here, it's still gonna be wobbly, and it's dripping coffee. But, when you need coffee, and the glazed donut is the only mug that you have available to you at the time, you drink out of it. Okay, cool things are going on, and you're going to start to see them on the Instagrams and the Facebooks, but I have revamped some of my video and photo projects specifically tailored to the Good Rats Barbershop brand. And I am really excited. I've got this new project that I'm releasing called Persona. And what is Persona? I'm gonna interject a couple small clips here of the first 3 epis of Persona. And what it is, as you guys know, I have the GoPro with all the mounts, but I take select pieces of video from your hair session, whether it's the weird angler fish view, or maybe it's a view from the locker afar, or maybe even a view from the GoPro stuck to the window here, which I actually have the GoPro mounted to the window, and that's a weird angle, but I like it because it's so freaking weird. So I'm talking to the GoPro now, and I just totally got sidetracked. I am way too easily distracted by things today, folks. What is Persona? Persona is my new video and photo series that I have already started producing, and they're all going to be different. But the key piece that is the same is that it's a very quick way to showcase you, the person in the chair, getting your hair done. And what I'm doing is I'm going to use the GoPro and I'm going to capture different angles, different views of different parts of your session. Film a little before video, maybe some during stuff, and then let the after video and after photos tie it all together. The idea behind Persona is that it has nothing to do with how I do your hair. It has nothing to do with how I use my clippers or my tools or what methods I use to paint your hair or any of that stuff. Persona is all about you. It's all about seeing the journey that you take from beginning through and then your final photo. That's what Persona is about. It's really showcasing the person wearing the hair, and it's not going to feature any sounds. It's going to be a dubbed-in soundtrack of music, so you don't even have to worry about your conversations being captured on camera, unless you have something that you actually want to say to the camera. But by the time this epi airs, I'm going to have epis from Persona with Jonna, Ryan, and Sam ready for you guys to see on the Instagrams and on the Facebooks. I'm really excited because it's a very creative and dynamic way to show everybody a little peek into what goes on during one of our sessions. I think a lot about photography and how that's been shaping the Good Rats Barbershop and Social Club brand here in Suite 41 so far into 2018. And I've come up with a lot of things. It's always been an important part of my life, but now instead of doing separate photo shoots in hair and then the hair photo shoots, I want to merge it all together. So what that means is a little bit of sacrifice, and it means I have to forego some photo shoot opportunities to make more time for editing things like Rat Chat, Persona, my vlogs, my conversation videos, my hair before and after photos, and of course, making way to capture images and content during the regular day-to-day running of the workshop. So I made the choice the other day to put up onto my photo Instagram that right now I'm not booking photo shoots with new people. If there's something that you and I have talked about previously shooting, or you're one of the old guard that I've always turned to for some photo magic, that's not going to change. But effective immediately, anyone new, any new faces that I haven't photographed, I think I'm going to be on an indefinite hiatus for that. But what that means for the hair salon part of the business is that we're going to be more creative and more dynamic behind and in front of the camera when it comes time to capturing your photos of your new hair. And with that, I'm really excited to bring about a new look and new feel to all of our hair photos. And the creativity is certainly going to be there, as it always was with photo shoots. I need to show all the cameras the awkwardness that this mug really provides. But you know what? As I'm sitting here talking about photo shoots, cameras, coffee mugs, and all of those things, I realize that life is about being creative. And certainly in the past week, I've had some hardships. I've dealt with some terrible, terrible difficulties. And creativity, the present, the past, and the future are all things that have tied together, and our conversations lately have been about those things. Creatively, we need to stay focused on growth because that's our present moment to help us unwind and reflect on the days we're going through, and creativity gives us a better future moment. But one of the things that we have to look at, and oftentimes the sacrifice, is letting go of the past. And the things that have happened to us in the previous years, days, months, all of those things contribute to what we're doing now, the art we're making now, which then influences the growth, positivity, and progress of our future. But I think the fine balance comes between spending too much time in our past and relishing the present moment that we have available to us. Hence why I want to start documenting more time together that I spend with you all. Because when we look at social media, and we look at our Instagram feeds and our Facebook feeds, we often just see random stuff. And Stevie said it best: when the use of Instagram turns into a scrapbook for us, then we really get to enjoy documenting our memories and our time together, because we're not looking at social pressures of what should be on a social media feed. And through all the challenges and upsets that I've had in the past week, I've learned that the 10, 12, 14 minutes I get to take every week to sit down here and talk to these cameras and talk to you all, it really helps me focus. It helps me be me. And it helps set me up for the successes of the week to come. And by the time I look back from week to week on epi to epi of Rat Chat, I realize that the scrapbooking is a very big feature of our culture here in Suite 41. We are a culture that sticks by each other, that stands up for one another, laughs together, cries together, and I think these videos have certainly helped bring about a positive change in how we interact with each other and how we connect with one another. So that's really the thought this week behind what's going on, and I want to share all of that with you, because as 2018 grows in days and months, we have a lot of hair to do, we have a lot of stories to share, we have a lot of experiences coming up, and we have Friday's Heroes every month. We have new events being planned that unify and inspire more good rats together. So let's really work hard at looking at our past and building off the good, learning from the bad, merging it with our present day experiences to build a solid, empowering, inspiring future. And that is my thought for this week. As always, gang, thanks for watching, and this is Mr. Phil signing off.